Hey, what's going on? Today we're going to talk about how to make your forkball nastier than ever. I got a pitching drill that you can use with the forkball to make it better, make hitters look foolish. And the question I got today was from Tom Grisham, and he asked, are there any forkball pitchers in the majors? Shouldn't kids work on pitches that don't approach the plate like a drunken Irishman? Yes, of course, kids, the forkball is not for everybody, right? To me, I'd look at the forkball as a retirement pitch, something that you use later on in your career if other things aren't working to get batters out, right? You shouldn't be out there throwing the forkball if you're 9 years old. Let's work on a fastball, maybe a changeup to change the speed. Our job as pitchers is to disrupt the batter's timing and balance, and to do that, we only need a fast pitch and a slow pitch. So let's work on a fastball and a changeup, and then work on locating them, because if we can speed it up and slow it down, we mess up their timing. If we can locate it, move it in, out, up, down, we can mess up their balance. And that's our whole job as a pitcher, so we don't have to overcomplicate it. But if you are older and you have experience with pitches and you want to mess around with the new one, the forkball may be something that you could play around with, right? So the forkball is basically where you split the ball in half with your fingers. It's almost like you're making a fork out of your fingers, right? And you just split that ball right in half. You're not on any laces. You just got your fingers there. Sometimes I didn't even throw this pitch with my thumb on it. I would let the thumb come off and I would just try to come straight through the ball. If you throw this pitch correctly, it's going to slip out of your fingers and kind of have a knuckle effect. And I would sometimes pull down with my pointer finger and have it drop and fade arm side, or pull down with my middle finger and have it drop and go to my glove side. And in fact, you asked if there's any major leaguers that throw this pitch. Yeah, there's a handful of guys that throw this pitch, and the pitch in the major leagues is nasty. You should see some of these guys throwing this pitch. The ball moves so crazy, and catchers have a hard time catching this, even more so than the knuckleball in my experience, because it's coming in as a faster pitch. It's coming in as a very fast knuckleball almost. And again, it's got that glove side movement, sometimes that arm side movement. Catchers have no idea where it's going, and it's a lot quicker. So it's a great pitch if you can control it. The issue with the forkball is it's very hard to control because it is a slip pitch. You know, it does get tough and difficult to control, but that's what I want to talk about today. This drill, the forkball drill that I call flips, is something that you can use to work on your accuracy with it, the movement of it, the knuckling of it, and just get better at it. If you're just messing around with it, trying to play with it and see how it works for you, this drill could definitely help you and benefit you if you're trying to add this pitch to your arsenal. All right, so what we're gonna do for this forkball drill is we're just gonna set a bucket out in front of us, about 15, 20 feet in front of us. We're gonna get our forkball grip, and we're just gonna flip it in, and we're just gonna feel this ball coming off of the fingers, slipping out of the fingers. We're gonna be very slow with it. We're not gonna be at a high rate of speed when we're doing this. We're just flipping it. That's why I call it flips. And we're just trying to get it into the bucket. It doesn't matter if we make it right into the bucket. The main thing is that we have something that we're shooting for. We're just trying to get it to slip out of the fingers, and we're feeling it come out of the fingers, and we're trying to get it close to that bucket. Again, that bucket's about 15, 20 feet in front of me, just getting that grip nice and easy and feeling it slip out of those fingers. Now, one tip that I got for you guys is I left some weighted balls in that bucket so it's not falling over every time I throw a ball to it. All right, so I just did about 4 or 5 throws there. Now I'm gonna move the bucket back a little bit further, about 10 more feet, 15 more feet or so. And still, I'm gonna be throwing nice and soft, maybe a little bit firmer than I just was. I'm just gonna be trying to drop it right in the bucket, feel that ball slip right out of the fingers, trying to get that good knuckleball movement and drop right into that bucket. Last one. So now I'm at an estimated 60 feet. For you guys, you would have a catcher out there. I don't have a catcher here today. And then you would build up to full speed at this point with your catcher, working on your grip and really just feeling the ball out of the fingers. Again, I'm not going full speed here because I'm an old man, but you young bucks who are trying to add this into your routine, you can build up now with your catcher up to full speed and really get a good feel for it. I'm gonna go about 75, 80% here. Still trying to feel it drop in. Now, if you got a catcher, you're just dropping it into his glove versus dropping it into the bucket. Guys, don't be discouraged if you don't make any in the bucket. Obviously, I didn't make any in the bucket right there. I came close a couple times, But the point of the drill is not to get every single ball in the bucket. You can use it as a game within yourself to be competitive and try to get it in the bucket. That's what we're working on. But more importantly is feeling it out of your fingers and getting the right slip and the grip, right, to come out. And that's all we're trying to do, is feel that. And you don't have to be outside to do this. You can be inside as long as you got like a brick wall behind you, or you could even use different balls, you know, tennis balls or whatever it is, just to get used to the grip. Maybe even be in your living room and just get a bucket of tennis balls and just flipping them in while you're sitting on the couch, right? It's really just developing the feel. Obviously, if you use baseballs, you're gonna get a better feel quicker because that's what you're using in the game. But you know, a good alternative just to stay inside is using tennis balls or racket balls or whatever it is, anything you got, and just messing around with it and feeling that slip, feeling that grip. Again, this is not for everyone, especially the younger guys. We don't want to hurt your arms, and you probably don't have big enough fingers anyway to throw this pitch. So let's use this pitch only for older guys. Again, it's a retirement pitch. I didn't start throwing this pitch till late in my pro ball career. Again, it is a great pitch. Don't get me wrong. I loved throwing it because it makes batters look stupid. And again, there are a handful of major leaguers that still throw this pitch, but let's be smart with it. You don't have to throw every pitch in the book. Pick the ones that work for you, are going to keep you safe from injury and give you the best results. Thank you so much for watching. If you got a question about the forkball or any other pitching grips that you want to learn, I'll love to make a video about them. Just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. And thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.